AOBUC, WFDF 2019 AOBUC in association with BULA, and now we are going to have the honor of watching in the women's division the Team Philippine against a club Japanese team called the Vegegriffons. My name is Sofia Pereira, and I am here with Liam Brandt, and it's a pleasure to be here. Liam, how are you doing?
I'm having a great day so far. Ohio gozaimasu to any Japanese people tuning in. Unfortunately, we couldn't live stream the Philippines mixed game earlier, but it is recorded and will be uploaded hopefully later today. But we will have the Filipino women live right now.
Starting on offense, picking up the disc and really quickly moving it. Seeing three handlers. To the sideline, you see the Japanese doing a typical Japanese sort of... Oh, we have something running into the field, been quickly stopped. And these Filipino girls look quite secure with the disc, and they're finding the space. Disc is on the line, nice across the field. Oh! Unfortunate. Great try, but didn't work.
The actual Vegegriffons from Japan playing a zone defense there, kind of 2-2-1 with Kaede in the backfield.
Yeah, we've seen some great Japanese defense. Now Japan has a chance to make a break in the first point. Oh, that was... Philippine girls are doing great pressure on D. She's looking forward. Nope, swings it. Oh, yes. And the Philippines get it back.
Yeah, the Japanese players struggling to get free downfield.
Yeah, the Philippine girls are very tight. Lots of defensive pressure and very quickly adjusted to that turnover. They're looking for each other, a bit static teams at this point. Oh, there we go. They found still adjusting to this zone D. Oh, that was nice. Playing up and down the field. Played for a team that... Oh! Again, an unfortunate miscommunication. And Japan again gets a chance to make a break in the first point of the game. Oh, and she throws it long. Bit of a floaty disc. The wind is picking up a little bit, but that turns into the first point of the game for Japan and a break against the Philippines. Very early on in the game, though. And from what I understand, this team in the Philippines is the first time that there's an actual women's team in the women's division. So this is really exciting to see. They've done great yesterday as well.
Yeah, great goal from Rico. You can see the Japanese like to huck quite a lot. One pass offense worked really well there. Yeah, they have a short roster, so don't want to spend too much time running around. Score the point quickly, and they do just that.
Both on D and O, conserving energy is so important when you have a shorter roster. And these girls have done quite well yesterday from what I hear.
Yeah, just 6 teams in this women's division, but I'll talk through some of the results so far. First game, which we streamed yesterday, Australian women losing to Singapore 7-12. Japanese national team beating the Vegegriffons 13-8. But Vegegriffons did win against Australia 13-8. So 1 loss and 1 win for them.
Good save there. Great defense by Japan, making it very difficult for the Philippines to find their teammates and managing to swing the disc. Oh, and she gets it up the line. Gains some good meters. Swinging it to the middle. This is seem to have a couple of unfortunate, and this might be just lack of experience as well, and just nerves, because this is a very exciting game for them. I think that, yeah, that was just a little bit overthrown, and the Philippines get a chance to score their first point of the game. Let's see if it happens.
Philippine women have 2 wins so far in the tournament, winning against Chinese Taipei 13-1 and beating the Japanese national team 11-7.
That was the big upset of the game yesterday, of the day yesterday. 11-7. These girls train a lot on beach, and that's always an advantage, especially in the first day of the tournament. Quickly gains a couple of meters, dumps it, swing to the sideline. Nice cut by number 99. There's Jane again, number 99, making a nice cut, advancing the disc a few yards. They're patient with the disc, which is great to see. And there she goes again, Jane. Is she going to get that? Oh, nice try. Nice try.
Yeah, this
Nice point by Jane.
yeah, this Filipino women's team, they're very, very fast, very athletic, but struggling with the kind of poachy defense from the Japanese. They're trying to make difficult decisions, difficult throws, which they're struggling a little bit with, but still early days in this game.
First game of the morning. Still waking up. Great defensive pressure by the Philippines, making it all difficult. Any turnover. So the Philippines again get a chance to score the first game of the day. First point of the day. Lynn picks up the disc, one of the top handlers for the Philippine team. And there was a call. The disc is going back to Lynn. There's Jane making again a wonderful cut and gaining some yards. Oh, that was unfortunate. Just bounced off her hands. And Japan gets possession again. And a chance to make their second break. Nice cut. And puts it up long. Let's see. Defense, positioning is perfect. Perfect defense. That was, she knew exactly how to read the disc. That was wonderful to see.
Yeah, I think the Filipino are becoming wise to the Japanese deep game. They want to hook quite a lot. The Filipino women very, very fast, athletic, and probably have a height advantage.
They do have a height advantage. They have a couple of actual quite tall players. And also a larger roster.
The rosters technically aren't different in size, but a lot of the Vegegriffon players in university at the moment, so I don't think they're arriving until tomorrow. But definitely in this game, short on numbers.
There we go, Jane again making that beautiful cut. Safely dumping it. She thought about it, but she thought it was a bit too risky. Striking to the end zone, but would have been way across field. There she goes again. And she scores it. For the first point for Philippines. Fantastic. That was a long point, actually. Felt like 2 or 3 points.
Yeah, grind, but it's Jane scoring the goal, and it's not too bad having those long grinds because it's probably going to tire the Vegegriffons out. Only 2 points in, and those are long, long points to play.
Especially when you have a short roster and you don't get to rest your whole line.
But this will be the first offensive point now for the Vegegriffons.
See how they manage the tight deep in this Philippine squad. These girls are fast and they're great. They're putting on some height in the field. So the tall Christine, I think is her name. Yeah. She played in Dubai on the Women Masters team. And she's currently living in Timor. Is that correct?
East Timor, that is correct. Definitely not West Timor. In East Timor.
East Timor. Somewhere I'd like to go.
I believe they're in the Women's World Cup at the moment, East Timor. I think they qualified for that. Fair play to them. Yeah, but no federation in East Timor, so adopted by the Philippines.
Nice pull. Perfect pull. And see how quick these girls get down there and just try to trap. Well done. Well played down the line. Hand block by the experienced Christine, who's been in Dubai. We were just talking about her, and she really made herself show her skills as defense line. That was fantastic.
Oh, and that is Kaede Oshida, Halaipe-chan.
I think there's a call. So this is one of the, I think one of the most beautiful things about Ultimate is the fact that when something does happen, that the players discuss amongst themselves and communicate respectfully and explain how they see things happen. And often you see calls being retracted as well, which is very nice to see. Which I think might be just the case right now. We'll see.
I think this is going back, so it's maybe
Oh,
contested
so
foul.
that's a, yeah. So yes, that was a contested foul. This goes back to the line. Oh, that was unfortunate. Defense again, turnover again. There's Christine with the disc. After doing that amazing D earlier on in this point. Again, the defensive pressure by both teams. This is the third turnover in this point. Is that going to be another one now?
And it's a great goal for Rio,
Great
the Hummingbirds
goal.
player.
Great read, great low grab of a disc that was wanting to go to the ground because of the angle. Fantastic goal, and it's now 2-1. So they maintain their offensive point even though there was a couple of turnovers. This is going to be a close game. This is going to be an exciting game, Liam.
Yeah, I think the Vegegriffons maybe have a little more experience and more talent, but have the shorter roster. The Philippines definitely crazy athletic, do a lot of hard work and training. A great coaching staff as well to help them grow throughout this tournament.
And it's great to see this women's Philippine squad, who is, not only is it the first time that there's a women's division, women's team from the Philippines in a tournament of this size, it's also a team that represents the whole country. The team is from all over. So that also makes a difference. You don't get a chance to play together as often or as much when you're spread out all over a large geographical region. And these girls are in great shape. And I'm sure that this week is going to be a fantastic week. Nice way to gain some yards really quickly. Nice playing by the Philippines. They seem to find each other. And that's a point for the Philippines.
Yeah, better offense from the
Great
Philippines
assist.
there. Nice give-go movement.
Very nicely played. It was great yesterday in the opening ceremony to see the Philippines, the three Philippine teams. It was a lot of players. Japan's lining up and they're starting to look a little bit tired. The sand is also not very forgiving. It's quite soft.
Yeah, I think they're going to take as much time between points as they can get away with.
I would too.
I think we heard their first whistle there, I think at 45 seconds. After 60 seconds, you're supposed to be ready to go. If you hear 3 whistles, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble, that's right. Well, it's now 2-2, so it's tied, and Philippines is going to start. Oh, no, for fantastic bull. See if it lands inbounds. At this, no, it lands out about, so it wasn't. I think that was an interesting thing that has changed, is this brick rule coming in 15 meters. It really makes a difference. Now, getting that disc in the field is almost more important than getting it close to the end of the end zone, because a gain of a third of the field is a big gain. Well, she's running with the disc. That's playing three handlers. Japan's playing three handlers. Nice cut. Quick again. That long receive throw. It's impossible to defend. That was very quick. 2 passes, making a point. 3-2.
Yeah, Rico, she can run like a horse, as she said in her player survey. Tomoe is her hero. One of the pop stars on the Japanese mixed team. But yeah, it's the offense they like to play. One pass offense, can't beat it.
Nope. Way to conserve energy. Get the brick and
Here
very
the
good.
Filipino players on the sideline saying straight up, going to maybe try and change that force, put more pressure on those deep throws.
Try to shut down that deep Japanese machine. The Vegegriffons, they're amazing. Their connections and those deep connections in the running is great. Managing to break through the relentless Philippine fast defense. We're having the advantage to have the Filipino squad, the girls, right in front of us, and their coach talking, Jude. Jude. Just immediately gaining some meters, back to the line. Japan is trying to conserve energy by playing a zone defense, but Philippine girls seem to manage it quite well. Move the disc straight across the field. Oh, just slightly too low.
Yeah, similar to the Japanese team we saw earlier, trying to lay traps, play that zone, make them take lots of passes. They know how athletic the Filipino players are, so they don't want to be running after them all day. Play that zone defense.
That was actually a great decision, great cut. Just unfortunate, it just was a bit too low, and it got turfed. And now Japan has to work the disc all the way up the field, and the Philippines, as you can see, can have adjusted their defense to do more straight up D and avoid those long passes, but they're managing to get it off. And there's no defense on the thrower. She has an opportunity to, oh, bit too far, bit too fast, bit too out.
Yeah, I just got to throw it in the end zone for Rico, one of the top players and receivers, but that one sails out the back.
And Philippine has a chance to score. It's actually a great game. And it's great to be here. We have Karen sitting with us from the WFDF Beach Ultimate Committee, and she's also from the Philippines. And that was my first experience with Philippine Beach Ultimate, was when I met Karen in 2007.
We might be able to sneak a halftime interview offer, we'll see.
Yeah, right now she's too excited to even speak. She doesn't even want to look at us. Nice movement of the disc. Nice connection between the girls. They don't have much defense right now. Oh, that just adjusted. Nice. Oh, just go, go, go. And the wind's picking up a little bit. You can see the disc starting to go higher.
That was almost a 3-person cup from the Vegegriffons, trying to make them throw difficult throws. I think they've identified maybe a weakness in the Filipino team. And again.
That deadly connection, huh?
Tomoe Rico with another fantastic goal.
Incredible.
She runs like she's angry at the sand.
She runs like she's not running on sand. It's amazing, especially this sand. This is a beautiful, soft sand. Actually, yesterday we saw a lot of people stumble because it is quite soft. So when you run, you make troughs in it that then make it sometimes difficult, especially if you're used to playing grass and you're not lifting up your feet enough. Saw a lot of people stumbling yesterday. A lot less today, actually. I guess people have adjusted. It also, I think, rained overnight a little bit. And we're lucky today with the weather because it was supposed to be raining, but it's actually quite nice. This is perfect.
You can see two of the Japanese players actually dyed their hair to look like mine. Yes, there's a tribute to myself.
I think they knew you were going to be here. And now 4-2.
Definitely not a dyed blonde job gone wrong and turned into some nice ginger Japanese players. Good to see.
Nice movement of the disc. There's Jane again, looking well, look at each other. Lots of patience. You can hear it from the sideline, somebody saying to call the double team. That was beautiful. Beautiful pass, beautiful score. Well deserved, very nice offense. Well done, Philippines.
Yeah, best offensive point for them so far. Almost playing half-court defense there again, the Japanese. Something you see a little bit in Japanese Ultimate, trying to conserve energy.
And they're adjusting to the zone defense by the Japanese team. They're starting to look for each other in the right places. That looked very good. Looked like a very experienced team. Oh, that did not look like a... Well done. Now they're putting on their strong D-line. We can see Christina's back up there again on D. See if they can get this break and even up the game. That would be exciting.
Yeah, Vegegriffons will be happy to have an early lead. Maybe just try and keep that margin up. Play good offensive points.
Let's see how the Philippines can... see, that's a nice pull. You can see the Philippines is trying to shut down the long Japanese passes by doing more of a straight-up D. And there was a foul called. I have a feeling she doesn't know where the foul was called, but some play on. Nice defense by Philippines, making it very difficult for the Japanese team to find their end. It's that was. She tried to catch that D.
Yeah, unlucky for Jessica, just maybe even bobbling in the wind before she got a tip to it, and it didn't affect the flight at all.
Not at all.
Getting away with that one, Vegegriffons get a jail free card.
Nice positioning though, and it's always so unfortunate. You just hate when that happens. You smack the disc and it goes straight into the person you're defending's hand. So Japan maintains the 2-point lead. Well needed. At this point, it's early in the game. And you can see Jude out there, the coach, talking to the team. Jude is coaching, I think, the women's team as well as the men's team this week. Jude is a very experienced player, and the last time I saw him, I think, was in France, and he was playing on the men's team at the age of 40. He's 50 now, so that was 2 years ago, 2017. So he was 48 and playing on men's team. Oh, Philippines are moving the disc very nicely between them. They've adjusted nicely to the Japanese defense, which means Japan's going to have to adjust their defense as well. Nice vision there. Oh, fantastic catch by Jane. Was that Jane 99 that just did that? That was, what a great play again. Okay, bringing it up to 5-4 for Japan, 4-5.
Yeah, that is Jane's second goal of the game. A big receiver for this Philippines team.
She's been amazing, just cutting relentlessly, going into the end zone and coming back when she doesn't get the disc and going into the end zone, and it's paying off. Very good women's game here, the second game of the day for the WFDF AOBUC 2019 in association with BULA. And we have a bunch of sponsors for this event, Liam.
Oh, yes, we do, and I'm happy really out to them. So give our shout outs here for WFDF, supporting and promoting the global advancement of disc sports and spirit of the game. VC, outfitting the world's best ultimate players since 1998. Discraft, the world leader in disc sports. Friction Glove, be prepared for rain, humidity, cold, wind, and more. Universe Point Cleat, specifically designed for the great sport of ultimate. And we also have Eric, early recognition is critical, fighting cancer through early recognition. I'll let you do the BULA shout out.
And BULA, promoting and developing beach ultimate worldwide. Japan has now again gained the 15-meter brick advance. Oh, foul called. So for those of you who are new to ultimate, that just means that there was contact on the throw and the turnover. Oh, fantastic defense. I'll come back to explaining the foul, but that was a great defense, and now Philippines has a chance to break. They seem to have found some renewed energy, just slightly too high, just a little bit of a miscommunication.
I think the Philippines sideline a little excited there, cheering for that goal before it even got in.
That seemed to, but also look, to be honest, Japan just lost 15 meters. They had a 15-meter advance.
Aggressive swiping of that D there, but
that was pretty. Oh! Oh, how unfortunate! I think people are getting excited. Twice. Nice adjustment from O to D, though. And Japan manages to bring it down.
A great goal from Kaede Yoshida. Kind of a hopeful pass, but one of the top players on this Vegegriffon team actually made the right roster this year. Yeah, I got to know Kaede Yoshida very well. Was on the AO All-Star Tour. Another player on the tour was Kyra from the Philippines, but I believe she's living in the US at the moment and will not be competing for Philippines.
That's right. She's not. She went to, I think it was.
I think the score is 6-4 to the Vegegriffons.
For Vegegriffons. Early on in the game still. It's great to see the joy of play in these women. Centering the disc. Looking for a receiver, and there's Jane again. Throwing it to her teammate while still on her knees after catching it. Well done. Well done by the Philippines, and great defense by Japan. Managed to put it right through to score a point to make it 6-5.
Yeah, the Filipino offense looking a lot better now. They were a little shaky at the start of this game, but they need to get breaks back off this Japanese team. That is the big thing they need.
Yeah, let's see if they get this break, Liam. What a close game. And as time wears on, I'm sure that that shorter squad will also be suffering, having to chase those fast, athletic Filipino ladies. They've been training really hard for this, and you can see it. It's really paying off. I mean, yesterday's game, the upset against the Japan national team, pretty impressive win.
Yeah, the Japanese still have a timeout in their back pocket.
Yep.
One timeout per team. 45-minute games here at the Asian Oceanic Beach Ultimate Championships.
And then cap 1. So that's got their D-line on there and some height on there. Japan playing with 3 handlers, and again we get the, oh, it was a good attempt. It seemed to, it was possible, but it didn't happen.
Yeah,
so Philippines has a chance to break now.
The Rio Kaida connection, 2 great friends there. Actually saw Rio had a pair of Dumbo socks. I saw on Kaida's Instagram. So socks with big, massive ears of an elephant. Pretty stylish.
I love Dumbo. Oh, just a little bit too high. But Japan is having to work it all the way up. Let's see if they try to do again a long strike, or they're trying to shut that down. But oh, that was a very nice hammer into our favorite corner. We've seen some amazing plays in that corner all day yesterday, and especially in the second last game of the day. And again now, an amazing hammer all the way across field for a point, and Japan is managing to maintain that 2-point lead. So important on a short roster. Incredible work.
That was an Oishi hammer from Kaide. Very delicious, on the money. Again, very different styles here for the 2 teams. Philippines very quick, short passes. The Vegegriffons going for the more spicy, deep shots, big hammers, big hooks.
Very different style teams, just like the first game of the day today.
And it is halftime now. I wonder if we can maybe get an interview.
So we're here with Karen Cabrera, the chair of the Beach Ultimate Committee for WFDF, and a major part of Beach Ultimate in Boracay and in the Philippines. So Karen, what do you think about this game?
We're very excited. I'm very excited personally because it's the first time that the Philippines is sending a women's team to an international event.
And they're doing amazing.
Yes.
All the Filipino teams are doing amazing here.
Yes, thank you. They worked hard for it. They've been training for it.
Did these girls have an opportunity to train together, even though they're from all over the country?
Not everyone at the same time. The first time that they were complete was the first day here in Shirahama.
Yeah, so that's also really nice to see how the team will connect and find their groove as the days go on.
Yes, plus some of them are living in Manila and half of them are living in the provinces. So
they have a hard time getting together. But are they all training mostly on beach?
Not necessarily. Some are training on grass, but half of them trained in Boracay, half of them in Manila. So.
Oh, that's great, Karen. It's great. The game is back on. Oh, and that was a very quick point by Japan. For the first time, making it a 3-point difference in the game. 8-5 for Japan.
Yeah, Riza with the quick goal. Coming out on offense after halftime, so able to extend that lead to 3 points.
And sometimes it's just a lucky thing of what you happen to have, whether you were on O or D in the first point, and then since it's a mirror at half, they gained the offense and immediately scored for a 3-point lead. Nothing that these Filipino girls can't beat. They're going to have to work hard for it and take advantage of their amazing athleticism and the short squad on the Japanese side. Japan is doing some amazing long throws that are really difficult to shut down. They seem to have these connections that are just hard to defend.
Yeah, and it's quite an open women's division as we see the Philippines beating Japan national team, but the Vegegriffons losing to Japan national team. So wouldn't be surprised to see a 3-way tie in this bracket.
This will be an exciting because all these teams will get to play with each other more than once, so it'll be interesting to compare how things go as the weekend wears on. Again, Jane makes the perfect cut and advances the disc. Girls are finding each other. Nice patience. Beautiful catch, again by Jane. That's her 3rd point of the game. She has basically scored half of the points that the Philippines have scored in this game. It's incredible to see. She's just, not only is she scoring, but she's coming in and making some really advances on the disc with a perfect cut down the line. Great work by the Filipino ladies.
Yeah, I think it was Cortez with the assist. You can see there they isolated Jane in the end zone, just having one player in the end zone, allowed her to cut over and back. Very hard to shut that down as a defender.
Especially when your cutter is that fast, and did a perfect fake one way and then a jab step the other way, I guess, or a crossover, and there it was impossible to defend. That was perfect, perfectly put as well. So we've talked about your favorite mixed team, but we haven't talked about your favorite women's team. Do you have one? Or not your favorite, because do you have a team that you think...
I love them all equally, but who do I think is going to win, I think is the question you're trying to ask.
Yes, that was what I was trying to ask so ungracefully.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to pick the Japanese women's national team, even though they lost to this Filipino team. So I think it's a very, very open division. These Vegegriffons are very strong, and as I said, they will have extra players at the weekend, but I think it will get a little windier as the week goes on. That might play in and play against the Philippines. I think they're the fastest team here, but maybe don't have the same level of throws as this Vegegriffon or the Japanese women's team.
Yeah, we'll see. That was a great attempt at a catch, layout, drop, and another turnover. You can hear the coach of the Philippine team saying no huck, trying to shut down that long. Oh, fantastic by Christine.
Second hand block of the game.
Yes. Oh, can she get... Oh!
Can't get the sky goal. I think there's a little contact may have come after her attempt to catch this, though. But yeah, East Timor, the official home of hand blocks.
Incredible. That was a fantastic defense and a fantastic strike down into the end zone. Unfortunately, it didn't turn into a point, and now Philippines is back on defense, trying to shut down the long, and doing a good job of it as well. Nice movement by Japan. Oh! She looked for a hammer, she thought about it. Great defense by Philippines. Japan's having a hard time getting the disc off. Can hear the excitement on the sideline.
Yeah, good defensive pressure here from the Philippines, and they generate a turn.
Fantastic defensive pressure. And
a timeout is called.
A well-called timeout. How exciting. So that last point that we saw by the Philippines, the assist by Cortez Angelique, she's actually typically a deep cutter. It was nice to see how safe and how handler-like that throw was into the end zone, into the hands of Jane.
And you got to learn a little about number 4, Jessica Resch, before this game. Can you tell me what you learned?
Oh, that was fantastic. That was a really great story. I hope I don't muck it up by saying it wrongly, but from what I understand, she's around 23 or 24 now. But when she turned 18, instead of having a big birthday party, a debut party, she decided that she wanted to basically feed as many kids as she could from the streets in the Philippines. And so she took around 30 kids, I think it was, and basically went to a restaurant chain and had a meal with them. And then from there on, things evolved, and she is now the founder of We Feed. So she's been auctioning ultimate jerseys from players from all over the world, and with that money, she basically provides food for homeless children. So that's a fantastic initiative on her part. And as an 18-year-old, to have that kind of maturity and think to do that instead of going out drinking with your friends, kudos to her.
Yeah, I can safely say I did not do the same thing on my 18th birthday.
You didn't? What about on your 25th birthday?
25? I'm not 20. I am.
Yes, you are 20. You're 20.
I'm old. I'm getting older.
Well, I'm twice your age. I'm sure that the Japanese ladies are a little bit more rested after that timeout and are going to give it all in their D to make sure that to try to avoid the Philippines from scoring this point. Playing with 3 handlers and 2 girls up the line. Getting the disc off, playing between the handlers at this point. Not managing to move the disc forward yet. Looking for cuts. But Japan's doing a great defense, actually. Man on D, and oh, can she catch that and save it? That is fantastic vision and just patience. Great D, again, that's the second time in this game, and Christine scores the point, the one that she didn't score last time, which she well deserved after that great hand block. Well done.
Yeah, kind of she'd having a little laughter at that one. Got a nice D, but it kind of spun up into the air, got caught by the wind, and a good rescue from the Philippines to keep it alive and eventually get the goal.
That was a great collection by that defense to catch that. And now it is 8-7. Definitely not what the Japanese team wants at this point. See if they can get the break and even it out.
Beautiful day here in Shirahama, Wakayama, Japan. It's probably, the sun isn't fully out. It's kind of a little bit of cloud cover, but that's probably good for all our skin here. Still very, very warm, probably in the mid-20s now. Light, not enough wind, probably about 10 knots, going from left to right.
Yeah, the opposite is yesterday, actually. Much less wind. Yesterday the breeze was a little bit higher, and thank God the sun is not direct on us at this point.
Yeah, unusual. We are on the east coast of Japan, but this beach actually kind of faces west, as it is in a bit of a bay.
Philippines quickly getting to their positions on D, and they're looking for the long, and there she goes again. Well read by number 74 and smacked down. Anais. Great defense by Anais. Oh, I think that was complete miscommunication. Now Japan has a chance to make, again, a 2-point difference. Oh, another turnover. Beautifully put. Just an unfortunate, I think she just looked back at the wrong time or something happened. That was beautifully put. Japan gets a disc back, but has to work it all the way up to try and maintain that 2-point lead that they had. Again, she wants that long, and she puts that long up there. Well-read disc. Oh!
They keep on trying those deep shots. That one almost worked.
That almost worked, but they're getting a bit more tired as well, which makes these kind of connections to be a little bit less efficient sometimes. Well put disc. It might have been a hand block, or, well, it might have been foul. Foul. So you can see those hand signals really help us, and I'm sure really help anybody that's watching and knows these hand signals in a self-officiated game where there is no ref. It is really nice for the people who are watching the game to know what is happening when there's a stoppage. And in this case, it was a foul. Well done. Up the line cut. Somebody striking long. Putting it out there. Oh, is she going to get that? And she got that. That was amazing.
Roxanne with a great goal. Great positioning there. She had position, kept it. The defensive pressure couldn't get around her. There was a small bit of contact, kept her composure, and a great catch.
Amazing catch, and she was lucky her defense kind of stumbled on these big troughs of sand, and she was right on her. That was a cheeky throw. Amazing, amazing catch. And bringing it up to 8-8. So now Japan really has to conserve their energy. Seems some great plays by both teams. Such different styles of plays and fantastic plays by these ladies. Amazing runs, defenses, layout. Well done. And we can see that relentless D-line getting up there, and Christina's up there again. We've seen her do 2 hand blocks this game. I think disc is just out, so again, that 15-meter brick. That disc just went for a swim, Liam.
Yeah, that's definitely been the most outpull we've seen. Nobody's thrown it in the sea just yet, but that's the closest we've gotten.
This last point just energized the Filipino team. You can hear the sideline cheering on their teammates. Very exciting. Okay, so the disc is back. Well-needed rest for the Japanese squad. You can hear the Filipino coach telling them, keep it under, don't let them throw those longs that are working so well for them, but they managed to do it anyway. Great throw, great look, great cut. This connection is just really hard to break. Good defense by the Philippines, shutting down the quick pass into the end zone. And again, Christine making a significant impact on D just by being there and forcing the thrower to throw a little bit too far. Fantastic. And now Philippines gets a chance to score and come up in the game.
Yeah, definitely the best matchup of the game. Christine Coates versus Kaede Yoshida.
Oh, she wasn't expecting that. She was still facing forward.
Yeah, good battle, Kaede and Christina, or Christine. Christine definitely has the height difference. Kaede maybe a little faster, so it's an interesting battle.
Again, she's just there in the right place at the right time. Nice and easy. Nice and easy offense. Playing safely between the handlers, waiting for the right cut down in the end zone. There's Christine again. And beautifully put for the first time, I guess, in the whole game that the Philippines is up, going up to a 9-8 lead. Well done.
I'm pretty sure that's 4 points in a row for the Philippines. They were 8-5 down, now 9-8 ahead. What a comeback.
4 points in a row. Well done.
Vegegriffons gonna have to dig deep here if they want to get back into this one.
And you can see how much energy this has put into the team. It's great to see all these nations here in Shirahama. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of having dinner with some people, some of the officials from Shirahama. And they were saying it's such a pleasure to see 10 countries here at this championship.
You reckon you can name them all? Fire them off for us? I'm looking at the flags across the way. You got Australia, Guam, India,
Yeah, that's
Japan, New Zealand, China, Philippines, Singapore, Japan. That is a Chinese Taipei flag missing, I believe.
I think there is. Is there?
And that's all 10. Rifle them off here. Oh, and
Oh, look at that. Again, Philippines has a chance to score it and bring it up to a 2-point lead. Is that gonna... See the excitement on the sideline. We almost can't see the game. Philippine girls maintaining really calm handling until they have the perfect cut by number 26 gaining a number of yards. And they score again.
And there is Jessica from the WeFeed story getting her goal.
From
Little too. So
from Tina. Tina assisted that to her. Again, Tina's a fantastic handler, and she's been doing a great job as a handler and just patiently waiting. Great cutting, great patience, very well played. These women, if you think about this squad in these last 2 points seem like a team that has had many tournaments between the first 2 points of the game and the last 5 in a row now.
Yeah, 5 in a row.
For a 10-8 lead to Japan. And you can see Japan is looking a bit tired. I think suffering 5 points in a row is also not easy. That's one of the things I find most interesting about Ultimate, Liam, is the mental part of Ultimate. And just keeping yourself positive.
But there's a debate going on now whether the game is over or not. Japan seem to think it's not. Philippines seem to think it is. So that is game, by the looks of it. Philippines win after a 5-point run.
By 10-8. What a game. Another really exciting game. Second game of the day today. Second game with the Philippine squad on it. Second really exciting game. Close. And I think we'll be seeing the men's Philippine squad today as well. It's great to be here. Hope you enjoyed the game. I know we did. And see you soon. Sophia Pereira.
And Liam Grant, thanks for listening.